Gonna give you a lift, Robbie?
Thanks anyway, but as soon as the rest of the guys get dressed, we're gonna settle once and for all who's the intercollegiate spin-dry champion. I'm going for 500 orbits.
That ought to make you laundronaut of the Southeast.
Hey, hurry up, you guys. We're due at the launching pad.
You got any shrunken commie heads in there, Trooper? They was waiting for him when he got on the bus. All them Frisco reporters. That's the guy that broke out of that Viet Cong prison camp. Wiped out a whole bunch of geeks. They say he got a Purple Heart. So why don't he wear it?
San Francisco, one way.
San Francisco, one way. $48.
Rice, Alma, Ennis, Mama, Parrish, Wilma, Hutchins, Allen, Fort Worth.
Goodbye, Willow.
Jimmy, you're in charge of the pre-takeoff countdown. Jimmy!
The eyes of the nation are on you, Major Beale.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Hello? Hello? Who is this?
Coffee, please.
A victory brew, Bacchus. The Major just made 516 orders.
Major, looks minor to me. Somebody better come up with some ID card.
You think we're minors? Oh, no. Here it is. Here you go. 20 orders.
All laundronauts get a welcome kiss when they return from space, right? Didn't Khrushchev kiss Gagarin when he came out of orbit? Huh. Well, now that I am sweetly and officially back, will you join my friends and me? Get a pitcher of beer, an extra stein for...
Willow. Thanks anyway. Hello?
Beer.
Yes, sir.
No bus till 11.
The lady wants to sit down.
It's all right.
Maybe you'd rather stand.
I'll come sit with you.
No, come on, boys. Let's all sit here. Any objection?
didn't insult me. He didn't mean anything by it.
Jimmy, come on.
Call the police. You please stop. He doesn't like to be followed.
Well, we're not going to hurt him. Apologize to the lady.
I hate apologies.
Jimmy!
About the chewing out. You gotta understand about the colonel. He's a local boy, busting for a business suit and a VP desk next month. From here on in, his heart is with the civilians. Pretty rugged over there, huh? Guess you don't want to see a dish of rice for a couple of 1,000 years.
You can get to like rice.
Without her testimony, the least you would have wound up with was a canceled leave.
Where you from, Sergeant?
New York.
So long, New York.
Miss, why is it that girls always go for guys who never say thanks?
Why is it men think that being a girl makes one an expert on girls?
You know, I made the Korean thing. I take one look at your boy and the whole thing comes back. Right now, the world is full of patches and seams as far as he's concerned.
Jack fell down and broke his crown, so Jill comes tumbling after. Earthquakes in San Francisco and fires. And that Golden Gate, forget it. It never opens.
Hello? Yeah, this Linc Case.
I counted all the lights in town. 5,612,327. I looked at all the faces. Not one of them was lit.
Hello? Ma? Linc. I'm still in Houston. I know you expect me tonight, but I'm having trouble making that last 50 miles.
All kinds of people walk by, you know.
Just fine. How are you feeling?
So I play this little game. I try to guess how old they are, what their name is, what they do. But I never win.
That's just the newspapers.
You know why?
No, I'm not just saying that. It's all healed by now. They kept me in a hospital in Saigon for a while.
They're all the same, all of them.
Saigon? That's a city.
Sleepwalkers, trying to snore quietly, trying not to wake each other up. How can you tell them apart?
Who? Dad? Look, I called you, Ma. Yeah, I know, but I don't feel like talking to him. Not this first time, anyway.
I kept saying to myself, it can't be right. I'm not the only one in the world who's still awake, still alive.
Well, tell him not to be hurt. Look, I've got to talk to you alone before I come home. Now, I'll wire you the fare, and you run up here and we'll have dinner. A real spread. One that you don't have to cook and we'll catch up. Just you and me, okay?
And I saw you standing on Market Street, waiting for the signal to flash walk. And it flashed, but you stood there, looking up at the buildings and the rest of the people. They walked. But you just standing there. You were moving and they were only sleepwalking.
Parade? Tomorrow? The mayor? Come on, Ma. What would I do with the key to Lander, Texas?
That one, I said. That one's awake. Remember, Linc? I came running. I grabbed your hand.
Ma, things are different with me. That's why I've got to talk to you. Alone.
God, I said, thank you, God. I am alive, aren't I? I'm not alone. I am not dreaming.
Son? Linc, where are you, boy?
Who needs to go home? What's there? Rows of freight cars rusting on a siding. Frame houses with broken pickets. You should see those pickets, Willow. The weeds break them. The weeds just wrap around those old pickets and wring them like chicken necks. Pershing Street. Stores with windows that rain won't even wash. Fluorescent tubes inside, always flickering, ready to go dark. I used to stand there and think, maybe they're sending out Morse code. Maybe they want to break out here just like I do.
You have blood on your collar.
Who needs a parade?
Your head all right?
Thank you, Willow. Case?
Does it mean anything to you that one of those kids you clobbered is in the hospital?
No.
Get dressed.
It wasn't his fault.
I want you to take a good look at what you did. But that's just for openers. The rest of it, that'll be between you and me.
brother.
Come on.
I'll take care of this. I'll look at you. Eyes, head, arms, body, legs. Is this a human being who could do this to my Robbie? Show him, Robbie. I said show him. The tendons on his wrist are cut. This boy of mine is no ordinary boy. He's someone special. I trained him myself, brought him along. At 10, he could sink a basket from midcourt. And at 15, he made 112 consecutive foul shots without a miss. Every pro team in the country was after him. Robbie and I, we lived for this. And you took it away. Well, say something. Get him out of here.
I saw a uniform hanging in your closet. Is that all you got out of the service, judo and karate?
At the hotel, you said, we'll go to the hospital. We'll take a look. Okay, we took a look. And then there was something else. Something between you and me. When do you trot that out?
Right now, let's go.
Later, okay? Like 10 o'clock tonight? Can you wait?
Yeah, I can wait. As a matter of fact, that'll give me time to call those 5 other boys. I got a feeling they might like to watch.
Figures.
Southeast Texas University Gym at 10 o'clock. And if you run late, soldier, I'll come and get you.
You don't really think he's gonna show, do you?
I'll give him till 1:15.
Make it short.
So go ahead. Ease your conscience. Tell me how sorry you are. I might as well get used to it, wouldn't you say?
I could have killed you. Would have been easier than throwing you over my hip. I hate hospitals. I man shouldn't die on sheets. He should soak into the ground like rain. Let the sun dry his grave. You think death's so bad? Only when it makes no sense. That's the tough part. Finding something worth spending it on. When you find it, it's not bad. Not bad at all. You did a damn fool thing today, messing with a stranger. You mess with a man, be sure he's your enemy. If he is, know him. Know all about him. Know him better than you know yourself. Then if you've still got it in mind he's an enemy, you can mess with him. No, kid, I'm not sorry about your hand. I'm not sorry about your father's disappointment. What I am sorry about is that it had no meaning. It didn't have to happen. About that, I could cry. I could stand here and cry.
He's not with you?
Collecting for a statue to that understatement.
Where is he?
Why?
Because wherever he is, that's where I want to go.
You have a car, don't you? And you, need a guide, don't you?
Okay, where?
Closet. Closet called Lander, Texas.
Anywhere along here.
Thanks for the ride.
There was once a price on his head. He showed me the poster. $25,000 reward. There's a lot of printing on the poster, too. Looks sort of like a mahjong set, so I made him translate. He was described as a warmonger, a gangster, tool of Wall Street, a vicious wolf, blood-stained butcher. How can I explain to my mother that I'm flipped over a tool of Wall Street? It's those strangers get you every time. come out of nowhere, and there goes your balancing act. Say you knock him down. You're gonna jump up and down on his chest 10 times and bathe the moon?
Whether I knock him down or he knocks me down, that's not important. What is important, at least to me, is that he's made to realize that somebody is against the sort of thoughtless violence he demonstrated today. I don't care who started it. I don't care how much provocation there was. That doesn't matter. The point is, he turns out to be a trained killer, a jungle fighter. Well, trained killers are supposed to untrain when they come home, or else go back to the jungle.
So you're going to teach him this with a little something from your own jungle, right?
Case?
I couldn't leave.
It's way past 10.
I thought about it. The way it comes out is I don't even know you. Why should I fight you? What does it mean?
It means something to me.
Please, Linc. Let him hit you, then maybe he'll go away, but don't. Don't hurt him.
Don't you see, Willow? He thinks he's right. He believes in what he's fighting for.
come no judo, no karate.
What made you come for me? What made you take a chance like that?
I thought I had a pretty good reason. Now I don't know.
I've got to learn to use my fist all over again. I guess that's part of coming home. What's your name?
Todd Stiles.
Listen, Todd Stiles. I came down here to see my ma. As soon as I've seen her, I'm gonna want to go back to Houston. Willow's got a bus to catch. Could you maybe stick around a while? Give us a lift back?
Okay.
I didn't think our women's wrists were this thin. I remember them as thicker.
What's her name? Girl in Vietnam whose wrist you measured with your fingers?
She's dead.
There. At least maybe now your mother will recognize you.
I'll wash it out.
Souvenir of combat gets pressed in my scrapbook.
Willow, Willow, I don't know what happens tomorrow. See, I've got this leave, but... Well, I don't know if I'll go back in for another hitch or turn civilian. I just don't know.
I haven't even finished your socks.
Willow, I'm just not set, you know? Sometime, maybe, I'll ring the bell. I'll come through San Francisco, and I'll ring your bell. I've got to see Ma now.
front.
Arms, 2 legs. You're still in one piece, Linc. Thank God they sent my boy home in one piece. What's that?
It's nothing, Ma. I just had a little fight.
Linc. But you're too thin. Way too thin. That's the first thing I've got to do. Put some weight back on you. I baked all day, and I got in an extra quart of milk.
Ma.
I'll wake your father.
Ma.
Linc. Every day he asked about you. Everything he could read about the places they sent you, he read. He even made a map with pins. Linc. He loves you, same as me.
He loves me. How come I can't talk to him?
You were always quiet, Linc. It was hard to know what you was thinking.
Ma, come sit down, please.
Wait till you see what's planned for tomorrow, Linc.
I don't want it.
Why, your father's waited all these years to show everybody what a fine boy you turned out to be. You just think back, Linc, and you remember how they said you'd never amount to a hill of beans, and how your father stuck up for you.
For me or for his own pride?
One's the same as the other.
Well, no, that's not right, Ma. That's just what this is all about. Let me ask you, and please, think about this. Think real hard about this. Why are those banners out there on Pershing Street?
You know very well why they're out there.
Ma, please, answer me. Why are those banners out there?
Of course, we're all proud of you. That's why, Linc. Why, even old man Matheson. You remember that old tighthead? How he swore you'd end up in state prison? He donated the money for a brand new kettle drum. We want our boy to march into the right beat, he said. Linc, what is it? What's troubling you?
What they're honoring, Ma, is the killer. All the time I lived here, this house, this town, I didn't have anything going for me, you know? One day was connected to another like sausage links. I couldn't tell Mondays from Fridays. Ma, is there a mirror in my room?
You never wanted one.
You ever wonder why? Because I wasn't there. I wasn't anywhere. I wasn't anything. So there was nothing there to look at. There's a trail comes down from the 17th parallel. Ho Chi Minh. The Viet Cong use it for infiltrating the South. I was sent in there with some Vietnamese troops. Fine bunch of boys. They knew how to stand up to an ambush until we could locate the main fire control and then go in standing up and outshoot it. Then they put me in a place called the Plain of Reeds in the Mekong Delta. See, we have this program. Brass calls it the Strategic Hamlet Program. We go out with the rice farmers and try and make them understand that if you have a mud hole, and it's your mud hole, then you can't let somebody come along and take it away from you. If you do, there's no difference between you and the mud. I lived with them, Ma. And I ate rice and fish sauce when they had it and nothing when they didn't. The day I was wounded, these farmers brought me back to a village. There was this girl. She was 17, Ma. And she had thin wrists. I remember when she dressed my wound, how thin they looked. Her name was Amma. She had a father and a mother and 2 little brothers. That night, the guerrillas came to the village looking for me. Amma and her mother and father and the rest of the village must have known exactly what they were doing. But I didn't understand it until later. Amma ran out to meet him, chattering and pointing off down the river. Father ran after her, slapped her across the face and knocked her down and screamed at her not to betray me. I saw the machine gun him. So close to me I could smell the cordite and phosphorus 5 minutes after they blew him apart. Alma laughed and spit on her father's body and ran off down the trail along the river, the guerrillas following to the place where she pretended I was hiding. Some farmers from the village came to me and wrapped me in a blanket of reeds, took me away through the elephant grass. Alma's mother kissed me before I left. Then she went out and kneeled beside her dead husband. I was supposed to be the teacher, but they taught me how to die. More important, they taught me how to live. Don't you see, Ma? It was the first time in my life I had ever opened up. So they sent me home on leave. I wanted to go up on a building and shout about Alma. But who'd listen? Who'd understand? How can I expect anybody here to understand it when I didn't? Those banners on Pershing Street, welcome home, Linc Case, they're for killing and hate. Alma died for love. You see the difference, Ma? Love. So that's why I can't go to that party. Because it is a party. I have to find it, Ma. Some kind of meaning here in my own country. The same kind of meaning I found on the other side of the world.
I'll tell your father. You asked for him.
I'll be back. One day soon.
This has been a Screen Gems film presentation. Herbert B. Leonard, executive producer.